My friends, we have a winner for the dumbest thing any celebrity has said this entire week, and that goes to, of course, Alec Baldwin. This seems to be part of his repertoire, saying some of the dumbest things imaginable, and today we have an absolutely insane video of him doing just that once again that we are going to be checking out. As we know, of course, these leftists, these liberals, they want to continue to steer the country into a terrible, terrible conflict. That is something that they are all about, especially now that Trump is president once again. It is a weird fantasy that they have, and Alec Baldwin is going to be talking about that in this absolutely crazy video today, where it's very obvious that he is suffering greatly from TDS, and it's now at a point where he is willing to allow that to take him to some pretty insane places, some pretty insane, shocking, horrific things that he says in this video. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Something led my hand to pick up the remote and turn on my television. Sorry. And watch Ken Burns' famous miniseries. And boy, you can see now that we are in a pre-Civil War culture now. When they describe things back then politically, there are profound differences, of course, in terms of just history. And
let me break this down just very simply. The people that want to destroy America want to continue to grab America and take it in a direction of destruction and things that are completely not American, and Trump is trying to fight against that. And so that is what we are seeing here. That is where the conflict is coming from. It's not Trump, who has done nothing but try to unify the parties, who has done nothing but try to unify America. That is all that Trump has ever done. That is literally all that Trump has ever done. Sure, he takes shots at the mainstream media, but they're enemies of the country. Sure, he takes shots at the deep state, but they're enemies of the country. But as far as America, Trump has always been about unity.
Age and, what life was like back then, and cotton and slavery and Lincoln and Robert E. Lee.
Cotton and slavery. That's a wild statement.
And so forth. There's just so many, this incredible story.
And apparently that is all what we are heading back into with Trump. Cotton and slavery, guys. That is where we're heading under Trump.
But this country had to go through that. Awful. But as a story, it's just overwhelmingly powerful and fascinating. But I look at the politics of it, of where people are in this country today, in the division and how they're holding fast, and no one's going to falter. No one's going to break or compromise. And it's bad. It's I think in terms of that, I'm trying to stop from yawning because I'm so tired from the jet lag, but in order for us to get anywhere, it doesn't seem likely right now. And watching this show really reminded me of how we are in a very similar state now. In a pre-Civil War culture, in a pre-Civil War environment. It's hard to believe. It's remarkable.
Not as remarkable as your pure stupidity, Alec Baldwin. It's actually incredible what he is saying here. And that is exactly what the leftist mentality is. They are absolutely the party that is not willing to compromise whatsoever. We see the memes all the time of like people saying like, well, if Trump cured cancer, then suddenly the left would think that cancer is a good thing, right? Like that's the type of thing that we are seeing happening all the time with these leftists and people like Alec Baldwin. And it's pretty interesting how when, you see like entire cities being burned to the ground like they were during the Summer of Love, and the mainstream media did not condemn that because obviously that is a horrible thing for a country, but instead they praise it on because it was part of their leftist agenda. That's exactly what was going on, and because of that, they were totally okay with it. It shows you that they really are, that they are the party, that the left is the party that is all about leading us on into a conflict like this. Meanwhile, the rest of us want unity. We want to move on. We want America to be great, and that is what we are all about. So, with that being said, let me know what you think about what Alec Baldwin is saying in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.